In April 2025, the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica, PBCJ, launched a digital exhibition using QR codes. Through this initiative, the public has greater access to the audiovisual collection here at the corporation. I'm Raquel Robinson, and Agenda Jamaica presents to you highlights of the event. Pleasant viewing.
And one cannot forget what some of us call the university, JBC. It has molded a number of us into some of the best in the world, from radio broadcast through television. I can't say much about new media now, but this is the JBC. Now the PBCJ, we have transitioned into the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica. And as I told Minister Granger at one time, I still hold that passion, and it will never go. In fact, it's intensifying with the passion for public broadcasting. And that's why I've been here all this time, trying to move it to the next level. And the staff that I have here now, Minister, is indeed an encouragement to what we want this place to be, one of the most renowned of public broadcasting services in the Caribbean. Minister, I must tell you something if you don't know yet. Let me break the news now. I'm sure you're not aware that with the digital switchover pending, and that the government has already stated that we have to adopt the ATSC 3.0. The PBCJ is the first entity, public broadcasting entity, in the region to have gone to digital switchover.
Good morning, esteemed guests and distinguished colleagues. I want to thank you all for taking the time to be a part of the Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica's strategy to enhance access to our broadcast audio-visual collection through our digital exhibition. Originally designed as a physical showcase, we recognize the importance of making our content accessible across the world, increasingly driven by technology. We chose to utilize QR codes. These small scannable square codes serve as a direct gateway to a wealth of digital content, making it easy for anyone, anywhere in the world to engage with the PBCJ's radio and television broadcast heritage. I invite you to look at the monitor for a brief explanation about the QR codes.
PBCJ blends tradition with innovation. We're excited to share an extraordinary project led by our library team, using QR code technology to transform our physical exhibitions into a captivating digital experience. Step into the PBCJ's rich repository of television history. Our exhibitions celebrate groundbreaking moments and iconic figures that have shaped Jamaica's media landscape. We recognize that in today's digital age, audiences seek more interactive and engaging experiences. This is where the PBCJ's QR code project comes into play. Imagine this. With a quick scan of a QR code, audiences can unlock a treasure trove of multimedia content, diving deeper into the stories behind each exhibit.
Now, this project is a game changer for us. It allows us to present our archival materials in new ways and makes our rich history accessible to everyone, anytime, anywhere. With QR codes, each exhibit becomes a gateway. Visitors can easily explore related documents, images, and videos, enhancing their understanding and appreciation of our collection.
It is a seamless blend of the physical and digital worlds. We aim to create a richer experience by inviting our audience to engage on a whole new level, transforming our exhibition into a digital format demonstrates our commitment to innovation and accessibility. We want to ensure that our invaluable history is available for future generations.
The implementation of this technology has been exciting. We aim for a user-friendly experience that maximizes engagement without compromising the integrity of the exhibits.
This project not only fosters creativity and collaboration among our team, but also highlights our dedication to enhancing visitor experiences. We are proud to be a part of a project that focuses on inclusivity and accessibility for all.
With each QR code strategically placed throughout the exhibition, visitors can immerse themselves in a multifaceted exploration, bridging the gap between history and technology. Join us on this exciting journey as we redefine how history is experienced. For more information about our QR code project and upcoming initiatives, send an email to av@pbcjamaica.org.
So, the planning and execution of this transformative project is the outcome of tireless efforts of a dedicated team that works in the AV unit. They conducted thorough research, did extensive interviews, and meticulously curated audiovisual materials to craft a rich and informative experience for users. This seamless integration of technology not only enriches the visitor experience, but also plays a crucial role in preserving and elevating Jamaica's cultural heritage on a global stage. Everyone can now explore PBCJ's broadcast audio-visual treasures freely and effortlessly, and it's now accessible through the power of QR codes. Thank you. In government, over the years, as a young girl to now being an old girl, I felt like I've been a part of all of this. I, as junior minister, was responsible for JBC. And it was quite an experience, Tony will tell you. And a lot of the material that you have, you're the envy of everybody else. We lost some, but we still have a good amount. I recall when the first time, morning TV went on the air. I hope you have that material. Do you? I remember when Profile went on, and there's a little story about Profile. I got a note. To say that, and a note from the conceptualizer of Profile, Ian Boyne. And he wasn't in media at all. And he sent me a note and said, I have this idea of doing this program called Profile. And I'd like to host it. So I called Gloria Lanneman, God bless her soul. Nobody speak much about her, but she contributed tremendously to JBC moving from one level to the next. I called Gloria and I said, Gloria, I got this note from Ian Boyne. I think it's an excellent idea, let's do it. And she said, okay. And she instructed Don Buckner, God bless his soul. And then about a week later, I got a call from Ian, quite upset that he was being told that the program would be co-hosted. And that was not his idea. And that Don wanted to have Elaine
went and him host the program. So I called Gloria, I said, no, just let Ian do his program. And today, what can I say about Profile? What can I say? You know, that program has come into its own, and now TVJ is benefiting tremendously from that program. And I remember Oliver at Large. I was coordinating International Youth Year, the introduction of International Youth Year. And the late Errol Landis, who was Minister of Youth, was responsible for organizing young people from all over the world to a conference in Jamaica. And I was responsible for organizing young people from all over the world into a festival. We did 10 days of production of events, 45 events, all kinds of events, gospel, pop. First time we heard a Japanese doing reggae was a guy called James Bong. Came to Jamaica as a youngster. And this friend of mine, Calvin Butler, from Toronto, I said, Calvin, come to Jamaica, help me to coordinate the film festival part of this event. And at the end of it, I want us to do a Jamaican comedy. Oliver Samuels at that time was working at SDC as an officer. Wasted at SDC, because as he opened his mouth, you laugh. And I asked for him to be seconded to me. So Oliver did all the commercials. He voiced all the commercials. I think those tapes should be somewhere here. He voiced all the commercials for that event, the 10 days, 45 events. And at the end of it, we said, okay, we're going to do this comedy. Couldn't find no money. So Gloria said, okay, I can find a little money for us to do 5-minute vignettes. And we did the 5-minute vignettes and showed them, and it was a hit. And that was the birth of Oliver at Large. And we went out and we got sponsorship, and we did a half-an-hour series. The rest of it, I won't tell you the story. But it was pirated and all kinds of things happened. But you still have those programs, don't you? So, the QR Code project, it reflects on the commitment to preserving Jamaica's rich broadcasting history and making it easily accessible. And it not only highlights artifacts, but also honors the dedicated individuals behind the scenes, the cameramen, the editors, the floor managers, the engineers, the makeup artists, the reporters, the managers and freelancers who help bring Jamaica's broadcasting industry to life. And I want to especially recognize Tony Patel as being a part of that, and I really want you to applaud it. Transforming the physical exhibition into a dynamic digital experience ensures that the vital history and culture are preserved for future generations. Simply put, QR codes are scannable barcodes that link you to additional digital content when scanned with a smartphone. Everybody has a smartphone, so history right here will be very accessible to anyone just by using your phone. And I really want to commend PBCJ for leading the way in ensuring that that is done. You have a rich body of broadcast information. The arts, the news, a lot of historical things. And In fact, Jamaica has a rich history. Jard, National Library, who has the films that came out of JBC. The films are at National Library,
Yes.
right? And I remember the last big event that we taped was Alton Ellis coming to Jamaica. He was ill, nobody knew he was ill. I spoke to him and he said, boy, I don't know if I can make the trip. I said, make the trip. And he came and we recorded his performance. This last live performance is here somewhere. I don't know if we can access that yet by the QR code.
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
We're getting there.
But you're getting there.
Yes.
Right. But just to show that the potential is awesome and it's rich. And what you're doing is ensuring that this rich body of works that you have here all of it will eventually be accessible by just taking your phone and scanning. And that's important because when many of us are gone, history is what will be important. Say how we evolved over the years, how we have grown, how we have benefited from those on whose shoulders we stand, and how we will ensure that when you go, those coming will also be able to appreciate the work that you have done.
The corporation has made history as this is Jamaica's first digital industry broadcast museum. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Key points of the QR code project. 1, digital transformation converts a physical exhibition to an interactive digital platform with QR codes linking to rich multimedia content. Second point, easy access. Enhances accessibility, allowing anyone to engage with Jamaica's cultural heritage anytime, anywhere via mobile devices. 3, cultural preservation. Safeguards artifacts and honors the people who helped shape Jamaica's broadcasting history for future generations. 4, rich documentation. Documents the diverse narratives and contributions of individuals in Jamaica's broadcasting industry, providing vital resources for all. 5, interactive engagement. It offers immersive experiences through videos, audio, and deeper insights, enriching visitors and understanding. 6, educational value. It facilitates immediate access to supplementary learning materials, catering especially to tech-savvy younger audience, and that's so important because young people these days, unless it's exciting and innovative, and they find it interesting to access history, they're not going there. Right, young people? You have to make them want to. Telling them storytelling is great, but with the new innovations, they like easy things. They like to just scan or click. And so this is really a great way of exciting them and them wanting to see and understand from where we come. Leadership in innovation. It positions PBCJ as a leader in using technology for cultural preservation, setting a benchmark for institutions across the Caribbean. So, in conclusion, I want to commend PBCJ on the QR code project, which stands as a testament to the PBCJ's dedication to preserving and celebrating Jamaica's rich history and heritage. You're doing an excellent job. Sometimes people say, Lord, we can't stand watching those old-time programs. But sometimes it can be very informative. So by incorporating innovative technology into exhibits, we not only laud those who contributed to the broadcasting industry, we also build collective memory while making this important cultural heritage accessible for all, young and old, and the young at heart, to explore and appreciate. I'm really happy about this. I'm happy that I'm here this morning to be a part of this. I'm one of the young at heart, right? And I'm really very, very, very excited about what you're doing.
It was then time to engage with the QR code. With just a simple scan of the QR code displayed, guests instantly access biographical data.
Right, then click on Tony Patel now, right? Right? And then
Yes.
his information. Right. Whoa. There's young Tony.
He was really a
First class, I carried my 50 years of
Really? I've had put Granville in, I won't find
Yes.
Those in attendance went on a physical tour of the exhibition, supplementing details by scanning the QR codes. Minister Grange shared interesting historic memories and insight triggered by some of the images on display.
Ruben, Everett Harrow, Aiken, about 8 young people, right? I brought them in through Heart and had them trained. Reedy came as a driver, in fact, right? And had them trained through Heart and got certified. The rest is history.
Yes, indeed.
The rest is history.
You should know Ken Nelson.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
This
Ken
is
is
the
still
famous
around.
recorder that we
Yes,
had.
yes.
That was
Louis Burke,
Louis
yes,
Burke
and Pat,
Riley.
yes. John Swaby, still going strong. Ray Smith, who we decided to use Ray Smith to shoot the Oliver at Large series initially. Yeah, yeah.
So as you can see,
But we
Minister,
thought
this
was
segment,
a very good cameraman.
this slide features the behind the scenes people.
Yes.
Everyone. Yes. Ours
Oh,
right here.
Everett.
Yeah, yes, so different though.
He doesn't look much different.
Was it?
Was it?
Alfonso Walker.
Oh, Fonso, boy, I tell you.
Yes.
We used to be like resident performers on Weirdside, the Tivoli program. And the first time Elaine Wynn put braids in, I took her to Tivoli, and she was so scared. And had them braid her hair. Okay. And then we had the Tivoli cultural program going, so we always be on dancers, and I used to train the models, so we had the teaching models on. If you go back to the tapes, you see all of that. Yes. You have the Weirdside tapes? Because, or some of it, because Ponsa held them close, you know.
Yes.
Yes. I remember when yes, yes, yes. Anybody is modeling on Weirdside, those are my models. First set of black models, that's how Kingsley Cooper was inspired to start. Yes. Yes,
No, I'm going to do a waiting room, and I'm glad with that. This information, so she has to be part of that.
The minister also took a quick tour of PBCJ's Studio National facilities. Studio National is the largest drive-in studio in the English-speaking Caribbean. She then made her departure. The QR code project at the PBCJ highlights the rich collection of audiovisual records and marks a new way forward for the corporation with regards to access to information for the greater public. I'm Raquel Robinson, and this has been Agenda Jamaica's highlights of the event. Thank you for watching.